Hello everybody, this is Debbie from Teacher Success Coach. I hope that you guys are well. Happy Thursday. For me, thank God it's Friday. Friday is tomorrow. And as of tomorrow, we finish early and then we've got 2 weeks off. I'm so looking forward to that because I'm mentally and physically exhausted. So I'm really happy that we, as schools are closing, we're having this 2 weeks break, which is really deserved and really needed. Anyway, what I'm grateful for, oh my goodness, I'm grateful for so many things. I've been on duty every day this week so far, lunch duty. And it's got its ups and downs, but for me, one of the plus side is the students are beginning to gel more with you. When they're actually seeing you involved in the school, there's a different connection you start having with the students. Some of them you don't even know, some of them you don't even teach, but then they would come up to you and start having conversation. And I realized that actually come from you actively involved in the school. Because even though I was in other schools, yes, I did duty, but not so regular. But with this school, we are all on duty. And somebody like me, last week I was on duty for 4 days a week. This week I'm on duty for 5 days a week. So that's one of the aspects I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for the connection with the young people. Because although I had connection, the connection is getting even deeper. So which is really, really powerful. I'm grateful for life. It's important that we demonstrate gratitude. And it is important on a daily basis you demonstrate what you're grateful for. Not what you wish you had, not what you would like to have, what you have right now. So that's what you need to be grateful for. What is in your possession right now? And one of the things in your possession is health and life. So that's something to be grateful for. You are grateful for health, you are grateful for life, you're here. So that's big things to be grateful for. So forget about anything else that you would like to have. You haven't got it. So what you have that's why you need to celebrate. And I'm grateful for my bed. I'm grateful for family and friends. So these are some of the things I'm grateful for. So you need to actually start identifying what you're grateful for and take it from there. Well, teaching is really, really challenging and it's getting even more challenging. Right now we have a number of students who've never had exams and they're now starting exams when we come back. And there are so many issues going on in there, especially the year 11s, which means we're talking about 15, 16-year-olds. They're going through the challenge of teenage issues. And on top of that, they have the issue of exams. So parents, carers, you need to start supporting these young people. A lot of them are not coming to school. A lot of them are not motivated. A lot of them cannot be bothered. My class normally on a Thursday, every other Thursday, I have a class of 15. This morning I had 5 of them. The rest of them didn't turn up. I saw a few of them on the corridor later on when I was doing duty. Oh, Miss, I have to come and talk to you. Oh, Miss, I wasn't well. It's like all of those things because these students at this time, they're very, very demotivated. I'm not too sure what is it because we don't have the answer. Because in the staff room, we were talking about it today and it seems to be across the board where the 14 to 16-year-olds, they are very low in motivation. Some of them don't want to talk because they feel that they don't want to talk to adults. But one of the things I'm going to urge parents to do is encourage them to talk to the mentors. Most schools have mentors. Encourage them to talk to the PD teacher, which is the form tutor. Encourage them to talk to the counselors because they may not want to talk to you as a parent or a carer, right? But encourage them to talk to someone outside of the home because there's a lot of things that's going through the children's head, especially now going through exams and they've never done exams before. They don't know what to expect. They're panicking, they're feeling stressed, etc. We need to support these young people. And the way we could support them is trying to listen to them. There's no point in nagging them. Nagging them doesn't help. Telling them to do things 2 and 3 times, they're not hearing you, you know. They've actually switched off. So you're just wasting your breath talking to them like this. So what I'm going to really strongly suggest is getting them to talk to someone in the school or getting them to talk to someone outside. There's a lot of organizations now that have mentors. So get in touch with some of those organizations. There's an organization called Manhood Academy. There's one called 100 Black Men of London. You know, and even in the schools, they have various mental health first aiders. It's important. Some of these children are actually, you know, cracking under the pressure. Because one of the ways they're showing it is they're not turning up to school. Or they're turning up to school very, very late. Parents are leaving the children at home and going off to work. They have no choice. And when they think that the children are at school, the children are not at school, the children are still at home. You know, I looked at my register today. There's a whole, in some of my other group, year 12 and year 13. Some of them are not attending school. They give no reasons. They're not even phoning in and say they're not coming in. The school is sending texts, etc. They're not responding to it. So right now, these young people are going through a lot of challenges, especially the teenage years as well. So there is no point in parents and carers actually nagging them or telling them off or all of that. It doesn't work. You need to meet them where they are. By that I mean, wherever they are, you need to be empathetic with them. You need to listen to what they're saying to you. If they don't want to talk to you, there's no point in forcing it because they would not be talking to you. Encourage them to talk to someone outside of the home. Because right now there's a lot of issues there in terms of, as I said, the exams, revising for the exams. They had COVID, you know, we had the pandemic. Some of them have not understood the online teaching, you know, all of these things. For me, one of the things, I started this school in January, and I thought a lot of the students would have been further ahead actually. Yesterday, one group said to me, Miss, during the pandemic when we were taught online, I didn't understand the topic. I don't know what to do, so now I have to go and reteach a lot of things that they were taught during the pandemic. And as I said to them, I'm really feeling stressed for them because I just have to do the best I can in terms of teaching the subject we should have been taught during the pandemic time, because not every child was able to connect with the online platform. So this is one of the things we are doing. For me, I have to reteach things that were done during the pandemic. So therefore, we also have intervention as well. So a lot of these subjects are being done during intervention, and parents, carers, adults, if the child said that they have intervention, you need to encourage them to go to the intervention, because in the intervention, they're going to be supported by the teachers, because the areas that they miss, the teachers are coming during the Easter break to support some of these children. Some of the teachers are actually doing it in the evening time. During lunchtime, I'm doing mine during lunchtime. During lunchtime, so that they could actually support the children, encourage them to go to this intervention, because a lot of them need it, because they're not too sure of the topic that they had done already. They're panicking, and as you know, when you panic, your brain shut down, so you don't remember what you should have done or what you need to do. Another thing is, when we have the Easter break, encourage the children to revise. This long revision, no, get them to revise probably 9 to 12 and 1 to 4. And in between those revision slots, encourage them to revise chunks, 20 minutes at a time, and then have a little break. There is no point in them sitting and cramming. It's not going to work. Encourage them and empower them to do 20 minutes, 2 minutes break, 20 minutes, 2 minutes break. And if they actually start doing solid revision from 9 to 12, 1 to 4, and then they have the evening time to just relax and unwind, that's better. And also get them to do a timetable. And the timetable, there's no point in them having the timetable in the room. It's got to be somewhere public in the house, so that people are going to actually call them to account for it. So make them become accountable for doing the revision. It's tough. I know it's tough for your parents, it's tough for the students. It's really even tougher for the teachers, because we're wearing all the caps. You know, the counseling cap, the parent cap, the the financial cap, you name it, we're wearing all of it. And then sometimes it's quite tiring. So educators out there, you're doing a really good job. It's not easy. But with parents, we need to work together to enable the students to actually achieve. Because the pandemic, which means that they're all over the place. Right, I also want you to identify your win. So you need to define what winning is. As I said, winning doesn't always have to be the end goal. Winning could actually be starting to file your, the papers you're meant to file God knows how long, and you start filing them today. That's a win. It could be starting something. That's a win. It doesn't necessarily have to be finishing. So you will have to redefine what winning means for you. There's sometimes you might find trying to find your win is like finding a needle in a haystack, because you find there's so many negative. The winning is the needle, the negativity is the hay. However, in the midst of all of that, there is still positive. The universe never gives you all negative. So you just need to start looking deep into this pile of hay, which is the negativity, to find the needle, which is the win within all of that. So I urge you to find your win and celebrate it. The more you find your win and celebrate it, the more you're going to be motivated to do more things. And the more you're going to be empowered. Because anytime we have something and it goes well, it empowers us to do more. And we actually become more motivated to do. So identify your win, celebrate it, and it will actually empower you to do more. Sorry. Another thing you need to remember is self-love. How are you celebrating self-love? Spend time with yourself, whether or not it means going to the park. Sorry. Whether or not it means going to the park, whether or not it means going for a walk. Having some time with yourself, that's self-love. Spending time with you. Anyway, guys, take care, stay blessed. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.